Well, hello there, fellow vapors. How are we doing today? This is Chaos here, coming at you once again from the Tech Lounge. And, I can't do this. I can't. I wish I could sit, like, you know, in thought process pose, or even do, like, one of these. Oh, please tell me. I'm so interested. Anyways, yeah, so welcome, as always. Tell your friends, invite them to come along, subscribe down below, please. Um, Today, up on the docket, I don't know if that's a real word or not, what I have for you today is a first for me. It is a first for the Chaos Vaping channel. It is a juice review. Yeah, never done one. It's about time I do one, you know. I haven't done one in so far yet because I haven't got one specific company that I feel deserves a review yet. Nor have I had any companies send me product to review. I mean, if a vendor does decide to send me a review, hold on, I gotta fix my little unit here. If a company does decide to send me product to review, I will review it promptly. I don't do like any specific times or anything like that, but if I was to acquire a product, I would make sure to review it promptly. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about juices, and one juice company in particular. I am going to do the one juice company, and I'm going to do 4 juices from them, 2 of which are readily available, the other 2 not so much. So I'm going to do those 2 last, and I'll do the other 2 first. So what do you say? Should we get into it? I think we should. Got all 4 of my juices all set up here in different devices. So if I'm switching from devices, it's just because different juice. I want to be able to taste all the juices as I talk to you about them. One thing that I do not have that I normally do when testing juices is normally I have some fresh ginger and some water. And the reason why I do that is it cleanses your palate. If you eat a small piece of ginger and then drink water afterwards, it totally cleanses the palate. So I apologize. All of these juices are juices that I've vaped for at least a month now, so I'm well acquainted with the flavor. But yeah, so let's get into it. The first flavor I have up for review. Have I even mentioned the name of the company yet? I don't think I have. The company is Mount Baker Vapor. If you don't know about them, haven't heard about them, you might be living under a vape rock. Just kidding. You may not know because nobody's told you about them, or you're not in their area. Let's see where they're out of. They are out of... Doesn't say. That's contact information. You should have that under your contact information. Washington. They are out of Bellingham, Washington. Great company. I dropped my bottle. I had to pick it up. Great company. Very awesome. I love their juices. Love their juices. A lot of reviewers are juice junkies. Juice reviewers, at least, are very juice junkie-ish. And they... hold on, let me see if I can... There we go. Now, it's probably been on an angle throughout the first 5 minutes of this video, but hopefully that fixed it. Yeah, I noticed that a lot of juice junkies are, like, very particular on their juice. They look for, like, gourmet juices. Me, personally, I don't have the kind of money to be spending on gourmet juices. I buy them occasionally, and they're worth it. Like, I got this one from a local vendor, banana cream, and it was, like... I want to say it was like $15 for this little tiny bottle. I'm like, are you kidding me? So yeah, Mount Baker Vapor is not like your gourmet caliber, but by far, for their price point, they are the best. And before I get into talking about the specific flavors, why don't we talk about that? Their 15 ml bottle starts off at $5.99. And then you can upgrade your size, and that increases price. I don't think anything else increases price. No, it looks like they do what they call flavor shots, which I think is just a little extra of whatever flavoring they're using to make the juice. So that's kind of cool. I don't really use it a whole lot. I think I used it for the juices that I buy and then mix later. But as far as straight juices that I plan on vaping, I don't really use the flavor shots. But as far as increase in price for quantity, when you jump up from 50 and you double it to a 30 ml bottle, it increases $2.50. So that's bringing it up to $7. I think I'm just looking at one specific juice. Yeah, they seem to all be around the same price. $7 or $8.50, somewhere around there, not including tax. Next size up from that is a 50 ml bottle. That increases it $6. So you're looking at basically an $11 50 ml, which is insane. I mean, like I said, I bought that tiny 15 ml bottle for almost the same amount, if not more. So it's like, really? And then they also have, don't ask me why, but they have 236 milliliter bottles. Whoa. Okay, that's you really gotta love a juice to want to buy that much. But if you are interested in buying that much of a juice, it is $35 extra. So for like 100 times a 50 ml bottle, you can add an extra $35 onto it. So it's about 40, somewhere a little more than that, like 41, somewhere around there. Again, not including tax or anything. If there is, I don't know if there's a tax coming off of them. But yeah, so I actually know someone who bought one of those bottles. I got to see it. They're massive. They're gigantic. It's like a small sized shampoo bottle. Not like travel size small, but just like, you know, those higher end shampoos. They come in slightly smaller bottles. It's like that big. So I think the person bought it like, I don't even know how long ago, and I'm pretty sure they still have it. So it's crazy. But digressing hugely, let me get on to it. The first flavor we have up for review, explanation, and whatnot is Johnny Chimpo. It's a great juice, a little bit on the darker side, but super tasty. Let me see. They actually write an explanation on their site for it, so let me see what they say. They say it is one of their more complex flavors. Sweet banana maple flavor is sure to satisfy one's taste buds. Oh yeah. It's really great. I personally love the juice. I think it's awesome. I have it here in my, this is clone upon clone right here. It's a hammer clone with a Helios clone on top of it, and dual happy accident coils. I think it's like 0.8 ohms, somewhere around there. It doesn't really produce massive clouds because I have it wide open. It's more of a flavor thing. I want to taste the flavor and not cough my brains out. Oh, so sweet, so tasty. Definitely banana. I get that banana flavor for sure. Little bit of the maple, little bit of the mapleness, but what I definitely taste, and they don't mention it, but I think they got some of it in there. They're not gonna say, but I think they got some of it in there. Is chocolate. It's definitely got like a chocolatey sort of flavor to it. Almost nutty, like hazelnutty sort of flavor. But there's definitely maple. There's definitely banana. It reminds me a lot of banana chocolate chip pancakes, I guess would be the best way to put it. But it's very super tasty. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I mean, even with that light, minuscule hit I just took, it's great. It's very tasty. I would suggest it to anyone who likes a banana vape. I will say though that the banana in it is kind of fake banana. It's not like, it doesn't, like, I'm not vaping it and I'm like, oh my god, it feels like I'm eating a banana, or tastes like I'm eating a banana. It's not. What's this motion? That was totally inappropriate. Um, it's like it's like I'm eating an actual banana. No, it's not like that. I wouldn't say it's so bad that it tastes like banana runts, because I'm a big banana juice fan. I like banana, so I got quite a bit of banana flavors. Hence this little guy's a banana cream. It's good, and like I said, it's not quite banana runts, because I notice a lot of the juice flavors, they're sugary, they're sweet, they're almost candy flavor, and the banana runts flavor comes out all the time. Even when people aren't aiming for the banana runt flavor, you end up getting it. So you gotta watch out for that. This one isn't like that. It's kind of like a, say, like a banana bubblegum sort of flavor. So it's not far off from the runts, but it's not. It's definitely not that sweet, not that sugary. So it's a good vape if you like banana. You like if you like any sort of like pancake or waffle juices. You know, the ones that have high maple content. You definitely like this. It's definitely sort of mapley, and I'm taking another toot. It's making it sound so good. I need to vape it. It is definitely tasty, very tasty. Um, Moving on to the next juice we have up on the docket, we have faux hawk sauce. So this one's got a good story, I guess. Um, Faux hawk sauce is a um, what would I call it? A revisit of one of their original juices. Their bestseller by far, I think. Whether they want to, they put it in their bestsellers list, but that doesn't seem like they want to pick one specific juice to be their bestseller. But I think between Thug Juice and Hawk Sauce, those are the biggest sellers out of Mount Baker Vapor, and they're great. They're delicious. Hawk sauce in particular is super good. It's like let's see, a slightly sour berry with hints of menthol and fruit. Uh, I guess it's supposed to be drawn off of the Pacific Northwest. You know, I think there's a football sports team called the Hawks out there, and it's supposed to be based off of them. But we're not here to talk about hawk sauce. We're here to talk about faux hawk sauce. And so faux hawk sauce is the same mix as the original hawk sauce, but with a twist of raspberry, developed during the Great Hawk Sauce Shortage of 2013. I wasn't really vaping hawk sauce a year ago. I just started vaping it this year. So, yeah, I don't know about their Great Hawk Sauce Shortage. Maybe that's a joke or something. I don't know. But, yeah, we have the faux hawk. So it's just like the hawk sauce, but with a little bit of raspberry, which kind of brings up that tartness. It kind of reminds me of the raspberry sweet tarts. Is actually kind of what it reminds me of. With just a tiny, tiny bit of menthol, and man, it is tasty. Oh, so tasty. Um, you probably don't know this about me, but I'm a big fruit vape fan. Fruit vapes are where it's at for me. Those, if I can get a good fruit vape, I am a happy vapor. This is great. I love it. I also am a pretty big fan of menthol vapes, so to have that little touch of menthol in there is added bonus for me. Uh, Sometimes menthol can be super overpowering, and that's one thing I have to mention about hawk sauce and faux hawk sauce, is that even with the strength of the menthol juice that they use in Mount Baker, it is not overpowering. It's kind of subtle. It kind of brings like a coolness, a refreshing coolness to the vape, and it's very tasty. Let me take another toot. let's see if I can get a response for you guys live on camera. How cool would that be? The next juice I have up for review is one of my favorite juices ever, of all time, at least that I've got so far. I did get an answer right away. How nice is that? I don't know who Whitney is, but Whitney, thank you. Whitney at Mount Baker Vapor, thank you. Very prompt response and very good at response. So, yes, my favorite flavor so far, and it's probably because I just love the flavor in general and food and everything, is this wonderful little bottle right here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is ginger. Unfortunately, I'm doing a moot review right now because apparently the flavor has been discontinued. They are streamlining the production of their juices to increase the quality of what they're producing. So any juice that has had poor sales over a course of several months will not be meeting their criteria for continued production. So unfortunately, the ginger has been discontinued. But I will say, got it here on my Vamo version 1. Yeah, I got one of these puppies like right when it came out. It's super cool. One of the first mods I ever owned, actually. Vaping it out of my pro tank. But yeah, I love ginger. Like I had mentioned earlier in the video, I use it as palate cleanser. I use it for all sorts of stuff. And I had been using this juice as a palate cleanser. But now I'm going to have to do some serious research, see if I can't find another company that makes a good ginger vape. Because, sorry about this. I'm very good about being polite and responding all the time, so I'm just going to finish my conversation with her and then I'll continue on. So yeah, it's amazing. Like I said, it was my primary vape for the longest time. Unfortunately, this 50 ml bottle is all I have left, and that's about one tank full if I'm lucky. So maybe I'll save it and I'll find another vape that I really, really love and mix some ginger into it. But yeah, it's spot on, and that's one thing I have to say about this particular vape is I haven't had many vapes that are like, and I mean spot on, like taste exactly like it. So for a person like me who loves ginger and I eat it constantly, well, not constantly, that's a bad way to say, but I cook a lot with it. One of my favorite desserts is actually ginger ice cream. It is oh so amazing. If you ever get the chance to try it, I suggest. But yeah, if you can find a ginger vape, I'd suggest buying it. Can't tell you to buy it off Mount Baker anymore, but it is tasty, and I'm gonna take another toot. Oh, so good. Give me one more second. I think a roommate just pulled up. So yeah, if you can find a ginger vape, do that. It's awesome. It's amazing. Super tasty. So for the last juice I have to review, it's kind of a wild card, I guess would be a better way to put it. But it's a juice that you can't buy off their site. It is a juice that I custom created off their site, and that's the only reason why I mention it is because I want to talk about this cool custom creation thing that they have on Mount Baker Vapor. If you go to their site and you go to their nicotine juices, the second option is this build your own e-juice thing, and it is super cool. Basically, you can choose up to 5 of Their flavors, you have to choose at least two. Obviously, what's the point if you can't choose at least two? But you choose up to 5 different flavors and you mix them together to create one juice. The way they do this mixing is they have what they call parting. So basically, depending on the size of your bottle, you get so many parts, and then you choose how many parts of each flavor you want to mix to get your flavor or your juice. So we'll just do something easy. A 50 ml bottle, which is what I usually buy, has 20 parts. So say you wanted an even half and half mix, you do 10 parts, 10 parts. Maybe you want 3/4, 1/4. You do 15 parts and 5 parts. Maybe you have 3 juices and you want to do, or let's make it easier for me, 4 juices and you want to do them all the same flavor, you do 5 parts. But yeah, it's nice that they break it up like that because percentages don't always work out so well. Sometimes it's easier to have one set number that you can just divide up into smaller equal numbers. But it's very cool. I've found no problems building. I've built 2 juices out of there already, and both of them come out excellent, just the way I would like it to. So I am going to review one of those juices for you right now in this. Tasted oh so good. Oh so tasty. Holy vapor cloud. The name of this juice, which is super cool, they let you name the juice too. So when you name it, they actually print the name right on the label. So it's almost like, you could give it to a friend and be like, check out this new juice I got from Mount Baker. And then they try, oh, sweet. And they go and search for it later and they're like, I can't find it anywhere. Yeah, that's because you can't. But this one is called Candy Theatrics. It was named by my roommate. I think the reason she named it that is because one of the pieces is Swedish fish, and the name they have for it on this site is movie theater fish, is what they call it here. So she saw movie theater fish and named it Candy Theatrics. She really likes the name. I'm kind of indifferent about it. I don't think it's an accurate name for the actual juice because the Swedish fish is actually the smallest parts or the smallest quantity flavor in the whole overall juice. The juice is comprised of 3 of their flavors. It's comprised of obviously the movie theater fish, the rainbow sherbet, which is so good, and menthol. The menthol and the rainbow sherbet are the higher of the two. I think rainbow sherbet has the highest amount, and the menthol is like right underneath it there, and then just a little bit of Swedish fish. I came up with this idea because I had received a sample of their rainbow sherbet when I purchased a bottle amongst other bottles of menthol. So I thought, oh well, hey, let's I bought the menthol to kind of mix into other flavors. So if I felt like a flavor needed a little bit of menthol, I could just add it in. And I did that with this rainbow sherbet flavor, and it was outstanding, like absolutely amazing. And so when I went to build my next juice, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go revisit that rainbow sherbet menthol mix, and I said, for shiggles, let's throw in another flavor. And so I was looking through, and I saw the Swedish fish flavor, and I thought, oh, Swedish fish has got this gummy sort of I don't know, almost licoricey sort of flavor to it, and I thought that would be totally wild to throw that in there and mix that flavor in with the other two, and it works out amazingly. I mean, I couldn't have planned it. There's no way I could have planned how well these 3 flavors run together, because when you first vape it, wow, I'm a mouth to lung hitter, and when I first vape it, I get that blast of menthol in the back of my throat right away, and then as I'm inhaling it, I get that sort of raspberry sweetness of the rainbow sherbet flavor, and then after a couple minutes, once the flavor's kind of drawn out, I get that little bit of licoricey flavor. So it's really cool. It's a dynamic flavor, and it's super sweet. I wish I still remembered the part mix for it. I think I did. It was a 50 ml bottle, so it was 20 parts. So I probably did 10 of the rainbow sherbet, 7 of the menthol, and 3 of the Swedish fish. I would even suggest to you that you go a little bit lower on the menthol, because the menthol is really extreme, and if I could change the juice in any way, that's what I would do. I'd pull out more of the menthol and add extra Swedish fish, so I'd probably do like 10, 5, and 5. That would probably be the best mix. But totally regardless, it is an amazing vape, and it tastes delicious. Oh, super good. So, let me see if I can't find this, like, about section. They don't have, like, an about section? I mean, they tell you about it underneath every nicotine juice, but I figured they would have, like, a nice little write-up for it. Nevertheless, let me read their little product description for their nicotine juices. Mount Baker Vapor e-juice is made in the U.S. at our own mixing facility. We offer a range of flavors and nicotine strength, blend, and sizes for your vaping pleasure. They explain a little bit about PGVG. All of their components are bought from the U.S. All their e-juices ship within 24 hours of the order time or sooner. Their customer service is excellent. As you can tell in this video, I live chatted with Whitney, and she explained to me why there's no more ginger vape. So it's awesome. I think it's great when a company has excellent customer service. I mean, I know for a fact everyone I've ever talked to that's bought off of them gets a free little sample bottle. It's not a big bottle. I think it's a 15 ml bottle, but a free bottle with every order. So you buy 3 bottles of juice and you're getting 4. That's super awesome. Also, I know for a fact that if you spend $50 or more, you get free shipping. I think it's like 2-day free shipping. That's super awesome. I love it when companies will throw in something like free shipping, because then you know the price when you hit confirm that order. You know that there's no $5 or $6 being tapped on for shipping it to you. So yeah, I mean, I cannot speak highly enough for this company and what they do for their juices. I mean, they do everything from shade rating to let you know how dark the juice is going to be before you get it. They even listen to people's reviews, and if people review that the juices, I know like certain juices have problems with plastic tanks, like cinnamon juices, one of my personal favorite, banana juices, menthol juices, any high acidic juices like your citrus juices and stuff like that tend to have bad reactions with plastic tanks. So on the site it'll actually specify that, hey, this has been known to damage tanks, plastic tanks. So that way, if you are unsure about buying it, then you know that you're okay. They offer a very large range of nicotine strengths. They start off at 0. They also have a 6 milligram, a 12 milligram, 18, 24, and a 36. Whew. Over a 30 bomb. That is pretty intense. They also have options for PG-VG blending. They start off with 100% PG. They do 80-20, 80 PG, 20 VG, 65-35, again PG-VG, 50-50 blends, 20 BG, 80, 20 PG, 80 VG, They also do, which is becoming more and more popular, I've talked about it in one of my other videos, distilled water blends. They do a 70 VG 30 distilled water, and then they also have a max VG, which I think they do max VG because they have to put like distilled water or PG in there somewhere to get a good quality flavor. And I think a lot of juice makers don't want to sacrifice the quality of the flavor just because you want 100% VG. I don't really understand the concept of max VG, of like 100% VG. I guess it gives you these big plumes and it's super nice, but even I'm at 80 20, 80 VG, 20 PG, and I've already noticed a massive drop off. When I first started vaping, I was a flip flop. I was 80% PG, 20% VG, and I didn't really know that much about PG. I was getting like muscle cramps all the time, and weird stuff was happening. So I slowly started to work my way down, and now I'm at 2080. And I've tried some water blends, and I've tried some higher VG content, and besides the obvious problems of like clogging, coils getting gunky and crap like that, I noticed a diminishing flavor. So I think that 2080, 20 PG, 80 VG is like my sweet spot. If anyone's like doing 50-50 or higher on the PG, and you're looking for larger quantity of vape, bigger plumes, more of a show to it, then that's what you want to do. You want to drop your PG and up your VG. But that's digressing. That has absolutely nothing to do with Mount Baker and these wonderful juices. So that to me signals in my head, that and the timer I've got going that says I'm like 20 minutes into this video. That's a lie. Like 30 minutes into this video. I think I'm gonna cut it here. I think this is gonna be it. So once again, thank you for watching. Please subscribe below, view the videos below. They're all great and awesome. Reviews, coil build demonstrations, all that good stuff. And thanks for watching. May your wicks be wet. Yeah, may your wicks be wet. May your wicks be moist, may your tanks be full, and may your hearts be warm. Later.